Want to control app access in Microsoft 365? Learn how to set up admin consent approval in Entra ID for secure connections, like ChatGPT to OneDrive. Hello, everyone. Today in this video, I will show you how to enable the approval workflow while you are connecting to your Microsoft 365 account or OneDrive from a third-party application like ChatGPT for example. I'm just passing this text for my testing in ChatGPT. Get my training document data from my OneDrive, and once I paste this text, connect to Microsoft OneDrive screen is popped up with this information. Connect to Microsoft OneDrive. Connect ChatGPT to Microsoft OneDrive to reference the content from this link. Now, generally, what will happen is if you connect here and you can grant consent. Let's click on this. Then, it will ask you to log into your Microsoft 365 account. I'll complete my login process. I'm just logging into my account. Yes, we can see. Once I log into my account, what I'm getting is it is asking for the approval required. So what will happen is I can type something here. For instance, I can pass this text and something like, please approve my access. I am exploring new features in Microsoft 365 environment, something you can pass here. So what exactly it will try to do is, generally, if you do not have this configuration in your tenant, you can automatically grant consent yourself, and you can get your data published to ChatGPT or any other third-party application, which is not recommended from the security point of view. So you need to restrict this access through some approval mechanism. So, see if you grant consent on behalf of your organization. It will read user profile. It will read items in all site collections and read user files. Read all files that user can access. Maintain access to data you have given it access to. Sign and read user profile. So, you can see how important it is to have this workflow configuration done. Otherwise, anyone can get your tenant data and publish it in a third-party application like ChatGPT. Microsoft has integrated with ChatGPT. That's why users can connect to Microsoft 365 account from ChatGPT. As I have configured the approval process in the Microsoft Entra Admin Center, it's not allowing me to directly connect or grant consent in my tenant. It is asking for approval. I can send a request for approval. Then, access request reviewers will get a task to review this request. If they approve, then only I can get my data from my tenant. So how did I configure that? By default, this workflow will not be enabled. Anyone can grant consent on behalf of their organization. So this is the agenda of this video, to show the configuration of the workflow. Now I'll show you how I did that. This is very simple. First, using your administration account, log into Microsoft Entra Admin Center, then go to this Applications sections, then click on the Enterprise Applications. Right, then click on this Consent and Permissions. Then click on this User Consent Settings. So by default, this will be selected. Allow user consent for apps. All users can consent for any app to access the organization's data. So this is the default configuration, and that is not recommended. So we need to change this to do not allow user consent. An administrator will be required for all apps. By the way, what is this user consent for applications all about? It will allow you to configure whether users are allowed. So this is the user consent settings you need to select. Already, I did that. That is the reason I'm getting this admin approval required option. Then go to this admin consent settings. Here, the default configuration is no for admin consent requests. Users can request admin consent to apps they are unable to consent to. You need to change this to Yes. Once you change this to yes, other relevant toggles will be changed to yes automatically. Like selected users will receive email notifications for requests. Selected users will receive request expiration reminders. Then you need to configure the reviewers. It could be users, groups, and roles. Here, I will select a user who can review consent requests from external applications. So these are the users I have, and I just selected my admin account here. Right? So this is my admin account. I have selected myself as a reviewer. So, once we do these changes here and save it, what will happen is when a user tries to access Microsoft 365 tenant data from a third-party application, like ChatGPT, the user will be asked to send an approval request. After enabling this, at least you need to wait for an hour to get it provisioned. One more thing, while you're logging into your Microsoft 365 account from ChatGPT or any other third-party applications, make sure you're not using your global administrator account. Otherwise, you'll not get the approval required screen. You should test this using a normal user account. So here using my normal user account, I have logged in so that I could see the approval required screen. If it were a global administrator account, I wouldn't have gotten this screen. The admin consent approval workflow. In Microsoft Entra ID enhances security by ensuring only approved apps can access your organization's data. It streamlines user requests while giving admins full control over permissions. Implementing this keeps your Microsoft 365 environment secure and compliant. That's all for today. I hope you found this demo insightful and learned something new today. If it helped you, kindly consider subscribing to my channel for more valuable content. Stay tuned for upcoming videos on the latest Microsoft technologies, including Microsoft Copilot, Gen AI, Power Platform, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Pages, SharePoint Online, AI, and much more. Your support means a lot. Let's grow together on this journey. Thank you.